Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're going to try One Man Show by Jacques Boggart. So before we try the fragrance, we're going to look at the presentation of the fragrance. So the bottle has the same shape as every fragrance from that line, from the One Man Show line. It just differs in the color of the bottle, the plastic, the label, and everything. The box looks like this. There's nothing really interesting. It's really classic and basic. It shows with the box that it came from an other era. Even the little sticker like that reminds me of an old baseball card or hockey card and stuff like that. So now let's try the smell. So as I spray it, it kind of goes in the air. And what I'm picking up, there's some sweetness, some spiciness. I know that there's spicy notes, so I would say that I'm picking up the spicy notes. At this point, from one spray and what I'm smelling in the air, it's hard to say exactly what is that sweetness, but I know that the note that I'm picking up the most through its life and everything as a sweet note is Styrax, so I would assume that it's what it is. So in paper, I'm picking up some galbanum and some artemisia. Both of these notes are way stronger on paper than on my skin. Picking up some nutmeg, picking up a bit of caraway. I would say the most prominent note is nutmeg, more than even artemisia and galbanum that I just detected earlier. The smell is really strong on paper, so it's hard for me to really detect all of the note without like trying and making myself become nose blind. So that's pretty much what I'm picking up. I'm pretty sure I could pick up more notes, dries down a little bit. On my skin, what I'm picking up, in the opening, I'm picking up those spicy notes, nutmeg, caraway. I'm picking up artemisia. I'm not picking galbanum a lot on my skin. I'm picking up also some basil, bergamot too. Again, the most powerful note on my skin is nutmeg. And I will say all those spicy notes and caraway. Also straight from the beginning, I'm picking up some green notes, especially pine tree and oak moss. And as it dries down, those spicy notes start to disappear, to fade. Then it became more of a woody fragrance, still picking up pine tree and oak moss at that point. Pine tree is the most powerful note. I would say that I'm picking up also cedar and leather at this point. And as it keeps drying down, at one point the pine tree disappeared and it became more the oak moss that stays, and at this point the most powerful note becomes Styrax, that is really present. There's still the oak moss that stayed through the whole fragrance. It's kind of the theme of the fragrance, but there's different elements that start is the star of the show in every time of the fragrance. During the ending, I'm also picking up some patchouli and some tonka bean. And that's about it. It's a really nice and complex fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of Quorum. I would say that if you're into complex fragrance and to really deeply analyze them, you would probably like One Man Show better. But personally, I prefer Quorum better. And it's just a personal choice. There's more aldehyde in it. There's this different kind of feel. It's just like two base and oak moss from the same era, but it's a great fragrance, especially if you like complex fragrance. It's a good one. Now for longevity, it lasted from 7 to 12 hours. I'm not quite sure how long exactly, but it lasted the whole day at work. And for projection, it was average, a little bubble around me. People were able to pick it up. Now for the complete note breakdown. Top notes are basil, bergamot, caraway, galbanum, artemisia, and Brazilian rosewood. Heart notes are pine tree needle, carnation, nutmeg, patchouli, spices, vetiver, geranium, labdanum, rose, and jasmine. And the base notes are oak moss, leather, cedar, sandalwood, styrax, tonka bean, amber, castoreum, vanilla, and coconut. And where I would see this fragrance, for me, it's really a business fragrance. It's bold, it's powerful, especially in the era we live in. It's not the kind of fragrance people are used to. And it's also a classic. It smells great, it smells elegant, something you can dress up, you can dress down. It's a great business fragrance. The dating fragrance, I think it wouldn't be good. Maybe if you're a bit older and that's the kind of fragrance that was popular when you were a teenager or young adult, you might be able to pull it off as a dating fragrance, but That's not at all the style it is. In the winter summer spectrum, I would say it's kind of in the middle. It would work in summer, might be a bit powerful, but it would work in summer. And for winter also it would work, but it might lack a little bit of strength. But you would be able to make it work for both. And of course, that spectrum is more for outdoor than indoor. You can wear it indoor any time of the year. I would say that the type of smell is not necessarily linked to a specific time of the year. Maybe transitional season will be best for this fragrance, both for the smell and especially for the projection. And as an everyday scent, I would say that if you love business fragrance, if you love old school 80s fragrance, that could be a great everyday scent. I think that a lot of people are put off by the aldehydic smell that those fragrances had in this time, and this one doesn't have it. So it might be an easier to pull off fragrance as an everyday scent than other fragrance from that era. And probably if you're a bit younger, maybe in your 20s, it will be bold for someone that's young, but it would work better than stuff like Polo, for example. So hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you try this fragrance, tell me what you think about it. And if you tried other fragrance by Jacques Bogart, tell me what you think about them. I really enjoy this brand. There's a couple of fragrances I tried from them, and if there's other you think I should try, write it in the comment. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.